and raise the Union Jack.
And as promised, we see the glasses back.
Team Red Ribbon wins the leg.
Yes, there they are, the bifocals.
Yeah, some said he looks a little bit like the snooker player who had the glasses. What was his name?
Dennis Taylor.
Dennis Taylor, right.
Won the 1985 World Championship wearing those.
Yeah.
Doesn't like to mention it, but he did. Again, the target is 9 racks, and you have to say, based on the quality of the respective performances coming into this, Holland must be the favourites.
Yeah, they made a brilliant performance in the last match against Finland. Good break there from Carl. I think it's time for good safety here from Darren. Might try to bank the 1 ball down, like behind the 9 ball. So he chose the other way to go with the cue ball back down table, and he did a very good job there. But still, I think, as you can see, the 3 ball is a huge problem.
Of course, now the winner of this match plays Slovakia in the semi-finals, so we're guaranteed 1 European finalist.
Very good hit there from Niels. Didn't intend to make the 5 into the side. Gonna be a nice little safety shot here from Mark. Hit it way too thick. I think he wanted to try to get with the cue ball 2 rails behind the 8 and 3. Didn't work out well. I think Niels remembers them pretty well from the World Cup of Pool. Carl and Darren. That was a huge drama back in the final when he played with Nick Vandenberg. I think it was it 2014 or something?
That was it, in Portsmouth.
Yeah.
Foul shot. That's it. Holland. And start the clock, please.
Well, he got away with the shot. He played it very hard, actually. I thought he would just try to hit the 1 ball as soft as he can. So it's another safety coming up. That's a tough one to hide the 1 ball.
Extension, please.
Nicely played from Darren.
Yeah, he's pulled off 2 really good safeties already.
Good hit there from Mark. Yeah, did you commentate on their final 2014?
I did indeed, yes. It was one of those matches you'll never ever forget. The Dutch, there's a powerful argument to say they should have won. They lost 10-9. It was a heartbreaker for Niels Fine and his partner back then, Nick Vandenberg.
Yeah, Darren scratched on the break, I believe, on Hill Hill. So it was ball in hand for Holland. They actually played a good rack there. And then just Nick left Niels in a very awkward spot for the 8 ball. Oh, nice shot there.
No nation has been closer to winning the World Cup of Pool without actually doing so than the Netherlands. Beaten in the final in 2013 and 2014. Semi-finalists the last time it was played in 2019.
Yeah, also the year before they played against the Philippines, it was a very tough match there. I think I remember Nick missed a 4 ball or something to go up, or maybe go even on the hill. And then it was all about Philippines. I think they ran out the last one with a crazy tough shot from Corteza on the 8 ball.
Yeah, Fine has that baggage, but Bosch de Bosch does not.
No, I think it's his third year at the World Cup of Pool. But I think he performs really good. Also last year he played some very good matches. I think they ended up losing in the semis against the Philippines. And I believe this year I didn't see any very bad mistakes by Mark made yet, so very good performance.
Yes, Netherlands started off with a 7-4 win over Bosnia and Herzegovina, and then against Finland they played immaculately.
I think I saw both matches. I think in the first match Niels struggled a little bit, but they came back stronger, and the second one was just phenomenal play. I think they ran out like 4 or 5. The break was massive.
It's the other one. Sorry about that.
So I think because of the break only, which helps a lot, of course, when you make the wing ball almost every time. That's why Team Holland is my favorite to win this year. So nice little tactic games here. Yeah, it was definitely on purpose because there was no chance to open up the 3 ball there. This could take a while. To be honest, I believe it might end up with going for a combo or something. Now again, get the 1 ball, probably 1 rail, back up table. It's not a big chance here to open up the 3 and the 8, but he might just roll it in and play a thin cut on the 3 ball to leave them hooked. Let's see what his plan is. Oh, another safety. Yeah, that worked out well. This could go on forever. Great shot there from Mark. Or maybe Carl would risk it now. Got the perfect angle to open up the 8 and 3. I don't think he will go for it. No team takes any risk. And Niels will come up with the same shot as before. 1 ball back down table, 2 rails behind the 6. And he managed to hide it. It's a good shot there. So it's all about not making the 1 ball actually, and not opening the cluster. And well,
well, things have opened up anyway, Albin. That's the main thing.
Yeah, finally. But if you look at his face, yeah. Oh, yeah, good shot. Still got a bank shot there.
And again, it's that propensity to go narrow with banks. It's been happening all week.
Yeah, many banks have been missed already, and that's for sure also one of the easier ones. Didn't have to do much with the cue ball. It's all about making the bank.
We saw Naoki Oi also miss a bank on the 4 ball in exactly the same way.
Throws it to the right.
When you consider that Carl Boys hasn't played competitively at the highest international level for 4 years, his performance has been laudable. Very good indeed.
Team Red.
And the cue action is entirely dependable, reliable. That rack took nearly 15 minutes. It was one of the lengthiest, if not the lengthiest, of the tournament, but that won't concern Great Britain in the slightest, because it's theirs. It's fallen to them, and they lead 1-0.
Oh, yeah.
Just like clips, what they put up.
Oh, there's no way to watch the matches, is there?
I think there's someone puts on YouTube.
Dazzle, maybe.
No, I think,
maybe Dazzle,
I think Matchroom site. Matchroom put
No, I went on Matchroom.live. I couldn't watch because I think I'm based in the UK.
Matchroom's YouTube channel.
Yeah, but there's no actual matches to watch. It's just clips, highlights from each day.
Yeah, it was like a 9-ball. I was like, no, it was the 3-ball I missed, the long one in the first game. I was like,
oh yeah.
Like two old ladies talking over a fence, aren't they?
Right. A long one.
Want to find out how to watch the action? Well, I think it's going to be difficult for them because they're going to be involved if they carry on.
Yeah, I mean, we know that Darren pretty much looks every match which is on YouTube, every World Cup of Pool match from the previous years, Mosconi Cup, whatever. So we call him the Stato. So he knows all the statistics about World Cup of Pool, Mosconi Cup, World Pool Masters.
I found that out to my cost, actually, in 2019 when we were in Leicester. I actually mentioned the fact that GB had lost a particular match and my info was incorrect, and he was the first to point it out.
Yeah, he knows everything.
Well, the first two racks could be radically different from each other. The first, all tactics, slow moving. This one could be rapid. Just get the sense that they're getting back into the groove. It might have seemed a little alien to be in front of the television cameras in their opening contest. But increasingly it's feeling like old times.
Britain wins the second rack.
Just like that, it is 2-0. Appleton and Boys couldn't have played any better when they were in their heyday in terms of that rack. They took it very efficiently indeed. That rack 12 minutes quicker than the opener. Just 2 minutes and 22 seconds from start to finish. Their path to here so far, they beat South Africa 7-5 in the first round, then Greece 7-4 yesterday, and they could not have made a more agreeable start today, Albin.
Yeah, I think Darren looks much better than in the previous two matches, much more comfortable. I think the shots he played here already, he could have missed in the first two matches. So I'm expecting a very good performance, especially from Darren, because it was a little bit edgy and rusty in the first two matches.
Great Britain is leading by 2 racks to 0.
But looking fine to me, especially with the glasses. Carl did a very good break in the opening rack. again, no shot. He might go for a jump shot here. It's an open jump shot. Especially when you're on a little run, you don't want to play safety again after playing for safety for 15 minutes in the opener.
That break-off looked like being ideal, and then the pink 6 ball poked its nose in.
Unless you see something else, mate.
Well, he's actually very good with the jump cue.
Push shot called.
But to be honest, I'm not sure if he's tall enough to reach it easily.
Extension called.
What's he doing here?
The options, guys.
Okay, he's gonna leave him a kick shot.
Well, it's cat and mouse again, as it was in the first rack, but these two have got a background in English 8-ball pool, which is very tactical.
Yeah, definitely. No, it was, yeah, kind of a clever shot. I think it's hard to play good safety here because of the 8-ball. So you have to hit it really perfect that it stays behind the 4-ball.
Play again, please. Yep. You play the push, yeah.
So just confirming that the player who plays the push, then, if they're put back in, has to play and take the consequences.
Yeah, it was a good try there. Oh, he actually got him fully hooked behind the 5-ball. I thought he could maybe just swerve around the 5-ball just a little bit to get the 1-ball on the rail and the cue ball slightly behind the 9. Yeah, I don't think there was a need to play 1 rail. Because now you got an open shot on the 1-ball. Good shot there from Darren. Still not over. Probably gonna go for a combo, 4-8 combo. Or he might draw it back now to play the 4 in the corner, but I don't think so. That's a lot to travel. Oh, he really does. And what a great shot he played here. I think no one will believe him that he never practiced.
You and I, Albin, should be on a percentage of this, having to take over his shifts in the commentary box.
Yeah. Well, they look like a different team to me.
Tall fellow, Carl Boyes, that helps here.
No.
Just asking whether they've still got the extension available. Still plenty of time. Classy. You're right, Albin, they do look a different team. And look at this, the late replacements. Great Britain C have seen their way to a 3-0 lead. GB A-OK thus far in the World Cup of Pool quarter-final against the Netherlands. It is 3-0 for 38-year-old Carl Boyers and 45-year-old Darren
The
Appleton.
12th rack. Team Great Britain's leading by 3 racks to 0, and they were quick.
They've been absent from top-line pool for a while now, these two, but you never would have guessed.
No, never. It reminds me a little bit of the performance from China A.
Foul shot.
I think it was 2 years ago, 3 years ago. They played really bad in the first 2 rounds. They almost lost, I think, also to South Africa or something, or Australia. And then they just managed to get better and better every round and finally won the World Cup of Pool against us in the final. It was Wu Chia-Ching and Liu Haitao back then.
That's right, on home turf in Shanghai.
Yeah. So, the first real chance now for Team Netherlands there. And that's a very important one. So take the chance now, get back into the game, get some confidence. I think got a little bit straight on this one. Yeah, he might draw it back full length, hit the short rail. Don't wanna. Okay. I would have thought he would go full speed. Ended up too short in the end.
Maybe a little tentative. What is definitely the case, it was well short of where he wanted to be.
Extension, please.
Seems like he's going for the cut shot. That's a really, really tough one. I think it's way easier to play safety here, get the cue ball behind the 7. And left it in the pocket. Where's the cue ball going? Yeah, I'm not sure if that was the right decision to play it, because as you can see it's a very thin cut there. It was quite easy to play safety. Maybe he just didn't want to play a safety game again. But another chance for Great Britain here.
Pulling back on that,
A little bit straight with a stun draw shot here.
Extension,
Cheat
please.
the pocket as much as he can. Oh, he puts the extension on.
Yeah, in both senses of the word, taking the time extension as well.
Good shot there, maybe drew it a little bit too much.
That's what he was telling me this morning, Carl. We were having a little chat and he was saying, I'm not trying to do too much, just keep things simple, play within myself.
That's funny, because I just wanted to say it. I think you saw already on 2-3 shots, he don't want to risk too much. He don't want to go 2 rails like he would have done many years ago when he was a pro player and not a commentator. So, but looks good. I mean, it's all about making the shot there. And he did a good job so far. So 4-0.
Team Great Britain wins the rack.
One-sided in favour of GB.
So what kind of discussion they have now?
Back in the day, I might spin it in, I might punch it
I
across.
don't see the need, me.
These days, I just do what you did.
I don't see the need to do anything different.
Probably have a cut on the 4. So
Especially on a TV table.
if I put my extension on the 5, I want to go it back.
Like out there, you played a good shot on the 5 there.
I know, but I want to go
Really
it back.
good shot.
I'll stop it dead with
Because
it.
you pinched it as well, didn't you?
What else do you have?
Huh?
Oh yeah, well, it couldn't have landed anything else on the 5, did it?
I know, but do you know when I was playing it, when I was doing there, when I'm like playing like a long shot with spin, I just don't feel like I can 100% trust it.
You pop the ball so good, don't you?
Yeah, that's all I'm trying to do. That's why I said
That's what I'm trying to do.
Meanwhile, silence in the other corner. But basically, you heard the GB conversation there. They're saying exactly what we were saying just before we went to them. Carl is keeping it simple. They're trying to keep it mistake-free. And so far, the plan is working to a treat.
Yeah, he knows if he tries it, if he plays it with the
Team
right
Great Britain
speed,
is leading by 4 extra nil.
the Paco will
They will.
swallow it. So I think he did everything right. He didn't risk too much to go with the cue ball, mini rail. So no mistake yet. So maybe another big break coming up. And oh, the 3 ball. I think they can play the 3 ball into the right corner pocket. 1 ball sits nicely in front of the side. Yeah, you can see where he points with the cue ball. That's where he wants to land now. There's a tricky little shot. Might just roll it in, stop the cue ball on the 6.
Extension called.
They've both got cool heads, having been involved in so many gigantic matches in the past, both as individuals and of course in this World Cup and the Mosconi Cup. They won't be rushed, they won't do anything rash.
Perfect speed control there. Nice shot. The heart of the pocket. He looked like a little bit scared of the shot first, but he managed to make it perfect position there. And what a punishment it would be for Holland now. Missed 1 bank shot. 1 time wrong position on the 4, missed the cut. And they're down 5-0.
Before the match, the bookmakers installed the Netherlands as 1-2 favourites. Great Britain 6-4. Those odds will be amended now.
the cue ball off the rail a little bit. I'm not sure if he has enough angle to go only one rail to the 9, or he has to follow it for 2 rails. Tricky little shot there. Nicely played by Carl.
It's as though he's never been away.
It's in Great Britain.
Carl Boys talks a good game. We know that from the commentary box. Clearly now, he's playing a good one. A great one, considering the competitive inactivity. What a scoreline this is. Hard to comprehend. 4 or 5 days ago, they thought they were going to be on the sidelines. Carl commentating, Darren watching intently. Now, they are central figures in the theatre.
And only 4 racks away from the semi-final. What a story this is.
And Alvin, what an upgrade in performance from their previous 2 contests.
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, Carl played actually quite decent in the previous 2 matches. And Darren was a little bit edgy. He didn't feel good. He told me he thought he has to play perfect position for Carl because he didn't play for 4 years. But maybe put a little bit too much pressure on himself. But right now I think he sees that Carl is super motivated and plays some very good shots.
Niels Fine looking very pensive there. That's the mistake he made, trying to bank the pink 4 ball. And when players are missing the bank, that's what they've been doing, coming too narrow.
Leading 5.
It was also Fine's mistake on the pink 4 ball there, although one has to say the positional shot that preceded it from Bijsterbosch left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, lost the cue ball there on the break. Still got a shot on 1 ball. A little tester here for Carl. There's an open shot into the corner pocket, I would say, if it's on. Oh, I guess it's not on, so they play push out.
Yeah, the 9 is clearly intervening.
Push out Carl. The options, guys.
Tricky little shot here. I don't think they would go for the 1 into the corner pocket. So they might try to even bank the 1 ball. And get the cue ball back down table behind the 9. Always the danger to get the double kick on the cue ball.
Play again, yeah.
Just a note of caution here if you're getting a little too excited from a GB perspective.
Extension, please.
Last night, the USA were 5-0 up in a race to 7
Yeah, you said
and
it.
lost.
They said it.
Yeah, good shot there from Carl.
Extension, please.
A little bit overhitted with speed, but still no open shot for Holland, so I believe he will go 3 rails with the cue ball. That looks good. That looks really, really good. Nice speed control. So no extension anymore. Get the jump cue. Oh, he will kick it, okay.
15 seconds.
Perfect hit there. Nicely controlled.
Carl Boys will be well aware of Niels Fein's fighting capabilities. They met in the final of the 2010 World 8-Ball Championship. Boys led 4-0, 11-5 in the end. Scraped over the line 13-12. But
Wow.
Mark Bosch de Bosch misses the one ball completely, Albin.
Quite hard to believe because it was like a half ball hit and he missed a full ball. Because he actually tried to get the one ball behind the 4, so it would have been really like a half ball hit. Oh, that's also not really good. Big shot there from Darren. You can see in his eyes he's super motivated.
This is simplistic, Albin, I appreciate that, but the big difference in this match to the one we saw preceding it, Slovakia-Japan, the British players are keeping still. Their technique is infinitely superior.
Yeah, definitely. And Darren really plays a very good match here. Some great balls already have been made. Another big shot coming up here. And a very good hit.
My right-hand man, doing me proud. Carl Boys is back in town. The boys are back in town. Team GB rolling back that clock. Unbelievable scoreline here. It is 6-0. the Union Jack. Flying proudly here. Carl Boys and Darren Appleton 6-0 ahead of the Netherlands, the team of the tournament so far. It means they're 2/3 of the way to a place in the semi-finals. What a story.
What a break we see here. Nicely open, everything, no clusters. Not sure if he can play the 2 into the side.
And if you're just tuning into the event and wondering how this has all happened, they're only playing because Team Canada had travel issues.
Played that quite hard. There's no need to play it that hard. Still can play a nice safety here. It would have been an easy run out.
The key to this, don't do what Boron Lotfi did yesterday, the Dane, who had a thin clip. And he missed the object ball completely.
Nicely controlled.
Back across.
Again, very tough situation here for Team Netherlands. No confidence. Made already like 2 or 3 mistakes. And now got a very tough opening shot. I'm not sure if they will go for a bank shot here. Don't really say a good safety here. Might see the edge of the 5 here. Yeah. It's a thin cut. He will definitely go for it. Watch out for the side pocket here. Yeah, he overcut it because he was a little bit afraid of the side pocket, so he played it with a little bit of English. Hit it too thick, so they have to take the chance now.
Hard to imagine they won't break their duck belatedly. twin mistakes from Darren Appleton in this rack. One positionally, one potting. At the very least, the Netherlands will not be whitewashed, and these two are well capable of a full-scale recovery. A fact that no doubt is not lost on Messrs Appleton and Boys. 6-1.
Yes, bro.
That's the ping 4 undercut. It was a ticklish shot, and as Albin said, he was concerned about the scratch. Delicate operation there by Marcel Eckhout, the referee.
The 8th rack. The Netherlands are trailing by 6 racks to 1, and they will break.
A little bit loss of control there on the cue ball. Still got a shot on the 1. Quite tricky to get on the 2 ball. Couldn't do much more here. Tough shot coming up for Mark.
Extension called.
No, siree, never ever on target. Overcut, and Dutch momentum might be short-lived.
It was a tough shot. He had to play it with pocket speed, a little bit inside English, and especially when you're a little bit of a lack of confidence, it's very, very tough. I'm not sure if he can cut the 2 ball in here, or he might go for the bank.
Extension, please.
Probably depends on if the 3 passes the 7 to the right corner pocket. So it looks like we'll go for the cut, or maybe not. Yeah, I think we'll go for the cut. Maybe stop the cue ball on the 9. Oh, the bank. Okay. But still, he's not really there where he wanted to end up. Not sure if he can play carom off the 7 to get positioned for the 5 ball. Oh, nice kick there again from the 7 and hit the jaw on the side pocket. Wow.
That's the kind of shot you want gift wrapped. To just repeat and repeat and repeat.
Yeah, it was a little bit like the shot of Masato. Had no time left. Darren said, you got 7 seconds. So just shoot it. And now they're perfect on the 5 ball. I think he under-hit it a little bit. And again, a little under-hit. Twice in a row.
I think they need to follow their mantra. Why change your winning formula? Keep things simple.
Right in the heart of the pocket.
Mark Bosch de Bosch has a lot to think about. So too Niels Fine. And that's because the Dutch pairing find themselves in desperate trouble, in desperate need of a turnaround. Look at this. Appleton and Boys, representing Great Britain, lead by 7 racks to 1.
I'm just guessing myself right away.
Because there's no easy safety.
Yeah.
I think, well, if we make it, we'll win the rack. 7-1. Plus,
That's the miss. Caught it very thin indeed. And what followed was some really clever pull by the Brits.
But they're like hangers, aren't they? Just be positive. Yeah.
played all right, really. It's just be positive.
Chatting away. Great Britain
Issues.
in the other corner.
Full ball on one.
Just trying to find a cue.
Silence, disappointment,
Centre up
dejection.
If you
Worry.
centre up ball and get a shot, I'll give you a kiss later.
I'll give you a kiss later, yeah. The big famous kiss of Darren Appleton. I think everyone who played Mosconi Cup with him knows that kiss.
So if Carl starts missing now, you know the reason.
Yeah.
Great Britain to
Well,
break.
I
Leading by
think
7
he already
racks to
got many of them from the previous years. What a break. What a break we see here.
In sport, when one of the all-time greats has been away and they come back and memories become reality again, it's a great feeling. It was the same with Tiger Woods at the Masters. So are there so many other instances as well. And here, Appleton and Boys are playing like they did when they were on top of the world.
Yeah. Like they were in their prime. So awesome performance. I think they only made 1 or maybe 2 mistakes. But some very big shots they made in the previous racks. Who would have thought they would
extension, please.
go on the hill first and have an easy lead with 8-1.
I think that was a 45-year-old problem. He leant over the table in a funny way and did himself a mischief.
Oh. It's kind of a strange mistake there. I mean, he's still okay, but he should never end up almost straight on the 8 ball.
think there might have been some background noise there, so Carl Boy, as experienced as he is, just taking his time. Is this Milton Keynes or is it dreamland? We can't quite believe what we're seeing. Great Britain on the hill. Netherlands have got one. Great Britain on the hill, but clearly not over the hill. This is one wonderful story. Can they just get one more rack and complete this victory and set the pool world abuzz?
Leading by 8 racks to 1.
And I think if they win this match and with that performance, they just showed us they're clearly the favorites against Slovakia in the semi-final. And if they would go to the final, I think everything can happen. And for sure, I think they would put some more practice on tonight or tomorrow. And looks like the pool gods want them to win. Nice break here.
Maybe the pool gods were born in Yorkshire, because both of these two were.
I do. No?
Don't get that one, do you? Let's get that.
They're 8-1 up Albin. They're at the table with a great chance, and I'm sitting here nervous.
Yeah. It's quite a strange moment to see them playing out there, playing for the semi-final. I would like to know, did Carl even know if there would be some travel issues with any country that he would go in?
Thought it might be fully hampered queuing, only marginally. Four balls away from what would be not just an unbelievable victory, but an incomprehensible scoreline.
I think no one would have expected that. But to be fair, they played really good. Holland didn't take their chances. Made a couple of errors. And those two guys just played a phenomenal match there.
The clock not just turned back, it's whizzing back.
Wow.
It's happened, it's happened.
Totally destroyed.
The Dutch devastated. What a performance from Great Britain. The two pals, the two old stagers, showing they've still got some pool, some life left in them. There's the celebratory kiss from Darren Appleton. He put on the glasses, and then we saw quite a spectacle. 9-1. Great Britain beat Holland. I'll just repeat, 9-1. Extraordinary stuff.